What up, guys? It's your boy Justin from Let's Get Girls. I'm doing pickup Q&A number 2, okay? I asked you guys to leave some questions, and I got a bunch. So I just got my laptop over here. I'm just going to read through them, and I'll answer them, okay? So, from Aman, do you pay for dates? I don't pay for dates, okay? Because my first date, the day 2... First of all, that's a really weird way to frame it, okay? I hate saying the day 2. For me, it's just like hangouts. I don't say dates because a lot of times it'll weird the girl out, okay? If the girl wants the idea of the dates, then I use the date, okay? I just say, let's chill. Right when I started dating my girlfriend, I was like, hey, come over, let's chill. When I wanted to hang out with girls at school and like hook up with them in the staircase, hey, I'm done class at this time, let's chill, okay? And then what I do is I don't pay for anything. We're chilling, okay? That means watching TV, going to a party, even maybe getting coffee, and I don't pay for the girl, okay? Sometimes, if I really like the girl and I made a lot of money that weekend or something, I'll buy them a coffee or like a small drink or something, or like a medium, but no more than like $2 or $3. And come on, I'm the man who asked her out. She spent time with me, so it's okay, something like that, right? But never do dinner dates. Thing is, how are you gonna talk to a girl while you're eating, right? I never do movie dates because I made that mistake when I was a fucking newbie at this shit, and I was really fucking chody. And I took a girl to the movie, spent like $40, and I mean, hey, we made out, so that was pretty cool. But that was about it, okay? I never pay for dates because you don't need to pay to convey value. Your wallet does not fucking matter. If the girl wants you to pay for her on the first date, chances are she's a fucking gold digger and you should drop her, okay? A lot of girls want it to be like chivalrous, or even worse, a lot of girls are kind of caught up in like the social condition aspect that, oh, the man should pay for the date and dinner's romantic, movies are romantic. But as a man, you have to decide, what do I want out of this, okay? If you're going to fucking dinner and a movie, not only are you wasting money, but your communication isn't going to be effective with her. You're not going to put yourself in a good logistical setup where you have effective communication with her because you can't talk during dinner. You can't talk while you're watching a fucking movie. Trust me, I've tried. And I have been successful, but only because I've been successful at other things. So I learned how to maximize my communication. Most guys won't be able to do this, okay? So not only do I set up my dates, things that like I'd have to pay, like I don't do that. On top of that, I make sure that it's something I would want to do and enjoy and spend time doing that with someone. So in fact, a lot of my day 2s, I would just get them to come to the club with me. And I'm a club promoter, so I'd be making money off that. So, like, girls would show up, they're paying me money to get into the fucking club. And then in the club, I'll, like, pull in a corner and, like, hook up with them. It's how I started dating my girlfriend. She came to the club. She was a client for, like, weeks on end. I'd bring her every single week. And after we started hooking up, this is what I started doing. I started getting her in for free, so she wouldn't have to pay for anything. And once we actually started dating, I just started paying for everything for my girlfriend because I love her. So whenever we go out, we went out last night on like a cute little date. I ended up spending like $40-$50. She spent like $5. I bought the drinks. I bought like the cover. We went to I'm not gonna say what it is, but we went to like a lounge. Okay, and yeah, I paid for the food, everything. Okay, I always make sure I take care of my girl or like my girls that I'm dating, but I always make sure that I don't just waste money, blow it away on random girls who mean nothing to me and who I don't know. Because think about this too, right? Why would you spend so much money on someone you don't even know? Okay? It doesn't make sense. I have girls take me on dates. I had this girl spend $50 on dinner. It was her second time meeting me, and I was like, what the fuck? And she like, hit it, you know what I mean? So, like, it makes sense that that's what she wanted. So, because she had just broken up with her boyfriend, I guess she wanted, like, a rebound, right? So, I was her guy. So, next question. From Sebastian, how do you make friends, especially guy friends? I know the question might sound stupid. It doesn't sound stupid. This is an awesome question. I was growing up with depression and social anxiety. I don't know how to socialize with people. I pretty much have zero ability when it comes to making friends, okay? I've mastered this. I'm really fucking good at making friends. And I think the trick is to offer value to others. Okay, so what's that mean? It means empathizing with people, showing people you're socially intelligent, showing your true personality to people, opening up to people, right? Because you're really empathizing with their emotions and who they are in that situation. Because like it's easy to make acquaintances, but it's pretty difficult to make friends. And I have such a social abundance. I can literally show you like my fucking Facebook. It's like just you're saying specifically, guys. I literally have like I didn't count like, but there's a scroll bar on like people trying to add me on Facebook. It's just people from all over the world who are just trying to hit me up and network with me. But these guys didn't really even send me a message. Not sure who they are, so I'm not accepting them. And on top of that, like girls, like always want to be my friend. I'm the club promoter. I'm socially valued, and I always hang out with cool people. So everyone pretty much wants to be my friend. I'm actually reading this book, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dave Carnegie, and he pretty much says, not only do you have to like offer value to people, but you have to empathize with people, and so you just gotta come off very relatable. So I am that guy. I'm very relatable. I talk to new people, I'm relatable, and that's pretty much it. It's honestly it's not that difficult. If you're having trouble making friends, it's probably because you're kind of socially fucked up. For example, someone who has like Asperger's, which is just it's almost a social disorder, okay, where you're not socially aware and you don't read social cues like other people. I know this guy who was like that, and he wanted to be like my best friend, and I told him about like talking to girls and stuff, and we had this presentation skills class. He goes to my school, and he did a presentation about me and how I would make a really good friend, and I wasn't there for the presentation, but I came into the class late. And the professor was like, oh, this dude did a presentation about you. And I was like, oh, fuck. You know what I mean? So you don't want to come off try hard. You want to come off offering value like you're the abundant one. And then people will just kind of fall into your frame and be like, oh, Justin's a cool guy. Or Sebastian, he's a cool guy. And then you'll start attracting people to your life. The abundance are rewarded with more abundance, and the scarce are rewarded with more scarcity. So if you're an abundant person with a lot of friends, you can make friends easy. So what I do is I always make sure wherever I go, I make one friend, and from there, we make friends with other people. And last point is, if you're really having this trouble making friends, it's probably because you got nothing going on. So you really want to develop yourself, maybe start working out, start new habits, read books, get new style. Like if you're an ugly motherfucker with no swag and a shit personality, chances are no one wants to be friends with you, right? You got nothing to offer, like zero to offer to them. So get your shit together. Get that shit handled, okay? Next question. Hey Justin, what do I do when a girl ignores me? Okay, so there's two things you can do. Hello, I'm Justin. Hello. Oh shit, she ignores you, right? So like, okay, walk away. Next thing you can do is, hello, I'm Justin. She's ignoring me. And so what would an alpha do? Hi, I'm Justin. Are you gonna shake my hand, or you say hi, like what the fuck? And usually when girls ignore me, it happens in like a group set. First girl I open will like ignore me. I'll go to her friend, I'll be like, hey, I'm Justin. And then if the friend's receptive, I'll give her like a hug and stuff. And then I'll move back to the girl who ignored me. I'll be like, hello again, I'm Justin. If she doesn't shake my hand, I'll be like, what's wrong with your friend? You're being weird. You just shake my hand, right? I don't make a big deal about it, about her ignoring me, but I'm persistent about it in a very unreactive way. So I'm just like, oh, you're gonna shake my hand? I'll be like, oh, what? Why is your friend being weird? Or another girl, I'll be like, why are you being weird? Shake my hand. And if they're really being fucking weird, like they're the one with the problem, because like I'm just having fun. I'm socializing. I'm the party. I'm always bringing value. So like, if they're being weird, I'm gonna fucking ignore them. I'm gonna leave, because I've pretty much become that socially valued person that girl thinks she is, and honestly, I don't have time for people who are just fucking weird. I don't need to break down her fucking barriers, because like I've got no time for that shit. I've got shit to do. Club promoting. I'm actually hosting a club event in December in Toronto. Tons of shit going on. like boot camps every weekend, plus I'm in school, plus my fitness schedule, plus chilling with my girlfriend, plus like family stuff. It's just like so much going on. You know what I mean? I don't have fucking time to waste with some girl who's ignoring me for that moment in time. Next question. Do you consider yourself good looking? And what do you do to change that when getting, or what did you change about yourself when getting into pickup? Okay, so getting into pickup was just about changing who I am as a person. I realized from the beginning, like, it's not looks that matter. Like, looks can help you, yes, okay? Like, the tall, like, light-skinned, fair-skinned dudes in the club, they'll have an easier time than the fucking 5'3", like, Indian-looking dudes. They will, okay? But how can you change that? Style. You can change it by style. Hygiene. Fashion. If you're wearing nice clothes, like nice brand clothes, or just like very fit, like, to your body clothes, like look at my shirt, okay? When I flex, it like wraps around my arms. It's very flattering of a shirt. It makes my body look more attractive, okay? I wear, I don't like wearing things with like brands on them, but like, or like branding on the shirts. I'll just wear like plain shirts, pants, dress shoes, and so like my style's like, I've got a unique kind of personalized style, okay? So that's my look. So I wouldn't say I'm necessarily over the top attractive, but I've got like nice hair. But it doesn't really matter how physically attractive you are, because you can always work on that, right? Again, with like style, fitness, fashion, okay? Style, fitness, fashion. And the main thing is the way you carry yourself, right? Like the way I'm talking right now. I'm not walking like this. I'm talking and walking around my fucking room like this, chest out, right? Confidence, the way you come off and portray yourself. That's what matters. That's what your looks pretty much are. And a huge chunk of that is behavior. The way you carry yourself, your body language. Body language is like over 50% of communication. So, like, that's kind of the idea. To looks don't even fucking matter that much. When I started pickup, what I wanted to change about myself was my personality, my habits, the way I act, mainly my behavior, because I realized early in that behavior that's what gets girls, man. It is your behavior. Is it masculine behavior? Is it man to woman behavior? Next question. Do you ever feel like you're not yourself anymore? That does happen, especially in game, because when you're changing your personality up and evolving, you'll find different like paradigms, right? Like when you're on the up and all of a sudden you're just like, oh, and you start like plateauing, it's like, oh shit, I'm not the guy who's constantly going up anymore. I don't feel like myself anymore. And so what I do there is I do something different. So it's like I went up, and I start to plateauing, and I do something different again. It's like, ooh, new challenge. It's like, oh, okay, back up, right? Maybe you're making a lot of money, and you stop making money. Or let's say you got fired from your job, and then you feel like you had something taken away from you, and so you don't feel like yourself anymore. It's very fucking normal, especially as a human, because humans are people who are addicted to habit, right? And most of these habits are usually like day-to-day kind of patterns that we fall into, right? Like working 9 to 5. And so when you have something like that taken away from you, almost part of your self-identity gets ripped away. And how does that relate to girls? Let's say you're getting a lot of girls, and then all of a sudden you stop getting girls who want a dry spell. I've seen that with a lot of my buddies. I've had, like, my natural buddies mainly. I had this buddy Nate last year. He fucked like 15 girls in a month, and after he started like slowing down with like the amount of ladies he was getting like one a week, he's like, fuck man, I don't feel like myself anymore. My buddy Caldoon, he fucks like 22 girls in 1 year, okay? He lost Virginia for 22 girls in 1 year. And he stopped getting laid for a bit, and he was like, fuck, I haven't fucked a girl in a month, I'm going crazy. And like, he was still getting laid, but he hadn't fucked a new girl in a month. That's the thing, right? And these guys don't feel like themselves anymore, because even though they're getting like tons of pussy still, they're not getting as much pussy as they were getting, right? And so it's like, oh shit, I don't feel like myself anymore. So it's very fucking normal. I get it all the time. Early October, I was in a bit of a seasonal depression, and I just felt sad and unmotivated. And how did I change that? I fucking realized it's normal, so I just started meditating actively again. That's probably why I actually started feeling like I was with myself, because I had stopped meditating. And so, yeah, I just kept doing what I'm doing, kept going about my life, just hustled hard and tried to find more enjoyment. In that time when you're not feeling myself, I push myself even more than usual, and I find more enjoyment in the process of what I'm doing. Next question. What's the most you've ever gotten away with, so to speak? I've watched some of your vids. They're mainly in a night setting. I found, do you day game much, and how does it compare to clubs and night game? Okay, that's 2 questions. So what's the most I've gotten away with? I've gotten away with a fucking lot. I've got like the craziest stories. I don't know if like you guys seen my videos about like me and my buddy Khaldun like banging countless girls in a staircase we call the dungeon at school. I mean, I have sex in public literally every single day, in alleyways, parks are my favorite, bathrooms. Those always suck. Yeah, like shit like that. Yeah, I get away with a lot. I mean, if you've seen my videos, you know I live a pretty cool lifestyle. Usually I try to stifle myself as much as I fucking can. So, yeah, I do get away with a lot. I'd say the most I ever got away with was... Okay, so I was hooking up on the roof of the Eaton Center, which is this giant mall in Toronto. It's like the big mall downtown. And I was on the staircase, and the fire alarm goes off. And I was like... No, just don't worry about it. Keep going. And fuck, like a couple minutes later, a security guard opens the fucking door and like hits me. I'm like, oh shit! Pull my pants up, and just got out of there. And like this is recently. I mean, that might not seem like a big story, but like that's just like something that happens on the daily. Like that's my life. Shit, crazy fucked up shit happens on the daily. I mean, I've snuck into this like big hotel and like banged in the basement in just like a random room before. I remember locking like the room. I don't know. You know what? I don't know if they had a lock. I remember we moved a table in front of the door, and then like banged, and then there was like a notepad. We wrote Mel and Justin had sex in here. Yeah, so like I do lots of like fucked up shit like that. Thing about game is like you're always pushing your comfort zone, trying new things. Like I walked into Pizza while they were closing, and I was like, listen, I got $3. I'll give you $3 for everything you have. And the pizza guy he's gonna give me like a $10 pizza and a Panzerotti, which costs like $6. And I only got the Panzerotti because someone else ordered the pizza. Someone else came in, and they're like, oh, we want the last pizza. I was like, fuck. But I was going to get like $13 worth of shit for like $3. I mean, so like, think about games, like you can get away with so much shit. And this is like kind of stuff that happens to me on a daily basis. So like, you can, honestly, I've gotten like away with like crazy stuff I won't even talk about on camera. Yeah, but like lots of crazy shit. Oh, the second part of the question. So, the reason I go out at night is just because I like being unstifled and doing crazy things. At daytime, you kind of have to have that real personality. And so I do go out every single day. Every single day. In fact, I'd say I go out more daytime than nighttime. But during the day, it's pretty fucking boring. It's just like, oh, hi, I'm Justin. And that doesn't entertain me. And whenever I'm making videos, I'm trying to think, like, how can I make this informative and entertaining? And so I don't really do daytime videos that often, but I do. And you can see them if you've seen all my videos. You'll notice a lot of them are during the day. Yeah, but it's a good mix because like I make sure I go out half the week during the day, half at night. And it's pretty much the same thing, just the environment kind of interacts differently with you. Like when you're at a club, screaming like, hey, everyone else around you goes like, hey, right? But like, when I'm at the fucking mall, if I'm screaming and stifling, no one's gonna be doing it with me. It's not gonna be fun, and everyone's gonna be like, what the fuck's this guy doing, right? Because during the day, you kind of have to be normal. At night, you can get away with a lot more. And so, that's just how it works. And how does that relate to communicating with women? Well, at nighttime, you can get away with more. Like, I used to walk in the club. My warm-up would be biting girls' necks. I'm just like, hello, I'm Justin. And like, the first girl I opened the club, I'd bite her neck. And just to, like, set a bar for the night, right? Set some standards for the night. And that was, like, my fucking warm-up, right? You can't really do that during the day. But the thing is, during the day, you can communicate, same as night, through sub-communication, the way you talk, your tonality. And so I've pulled ass during the day. But during the day, it's easier if you do, like, you meet the girl and do a day 2 or an instant date, right? And you have to spend way more time with the girl during the day. And because at nighttime, there's so much more emotions, people are drinking, so it's just so much easier to, like, push things farther. Next question. Shit. small text. Do you have any good self-amusing techniques so you can unstifle well and not go into a downward spiral and instead always be going up? Because I find myself stuck, sometimes being stifled, and it's hard to get out. I know exactly what this guy's talking about. His name is Valerian. And Valerian, it's because when you're unstifling, you're doing it to do it. You're not doing it for fun. The main thing about you should be doing to unstifle is doing it for fun and finding self-amusement in what you're doing. So if you're unstifling and you're taking it seriously, like going, oh, it's time to unstifle. Hey! Okay, I'm done. Versus, hey guys, let's unstifle. Woo! Ba, 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 ba. You know, that's literally what I do when I'm unstifling. I take my shirt off, dance around, I scream, dance, I like sing, I'll be like dancing in front of people. I'll be stopping random people as part of my unstifling, and I'll just ask them like random questions. It's like, I'll like stop, like that's my warm up. It's like, stop, hi, bye. You know what I mean? Or like unstifling for me, it's like doing awkward, shirts inside out. Yeah, it's like I make myself awkward on purpose so I get immune to the emotions, right? That's what you want to do. You want to purely bring self-amusement, right? So like good techniques for unstifling, I find screaming with a bunch of buddies, taking your shirt off. And thing is, like, these techniques aren't really fun if you're doing it by yourself, because then you're just doing it to do it. Plus you look weird as fuck doing it by yourself, right? But if you're out with a bunch of buddies and you're all like taking your shirt off, dancing in public, going, hey, hey, and my favorite is like getting a group of dudes. It's like we're all like in a circle and we go, hey, 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 and we're like in the club and like taking over the club and watch like the entire club go, hey, hey, hey. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, so unstifling is very important because it's important for your self-amusement. I say unstifling is something you do for self-amusement, right? You don't do it to find self-amusement. Next question. Hey Justin, I'm just wondering, how long was your learning curve, and was there a part where it just sucked and found motivation to improve yourself? Okay, I'm just going to read the answer that I actually wrote on this comment. I took so much pride in the little things I did. So immediately my cocky attitude and delusional confidence as a 17-year-old kid when I started was pretty polarizing to everyone around me. It took a year or so for things to really start happening for me, and that's a year of different 30-day challenges, massive growth, and rapid change in my life. So much fucked up crazy shit happened in my first year of game, and so much awesome stuff as well. Before I actually started going out, there was a huge mental shift for me, as well, where I started pushing myself more, started working out more, and started flirting and being more social with everyone before I started cold approach. So that's a good insight to that question. So like my learning curve was, I mean, if it doesn't feel like I've been doing this for that long, but at the same time, it feels like very smooth transition of me going from like a nobody to what I've been doing, like now on a day-to-day basis. Just because like it was like the little things that matter, right? Like even like what I was talking about, the stifling. It's like that. Those are the experiences I'm living for, and it's like I didn't really care about the results, so I wasn't focused on like day to day being like, oh fuck, am I improving? I was just focused on the process of it and getting better. Next question. Hey bro, how do you get yourself to focus on something or a task? From Chris. So Chris, usually the most important thing I have to do, I do it when I wake up or before bed, because that's when you have the most motivation and willpower to do it, right? So right now it's actually before bed. What time is it? It's 1:30 a.m. My laptop's about to die, and I'm recording a fucking video on a camera setup. I've probably spent like an hour, like, already recording this video and working on the camera setup and everything, and prepping this video. So that's where the motivation comes from, right? It's before bed kind of motivation. But if I wake up and the first thing on my mind is to edit a video, that's usually what I do. I'll wake up, I'll edit the video, and then all of a sudden, like, it's 4 p.m., got all my work done, got my homework done, got my video edited, and I'm going to go to breakfast, then I go hit the gym, and then I go hit the club. That's pretty much my life, okay? I wake up, and I just start fucking working, okay? I don't take any break. I don't say I'll do it in 10 minutes. I just fucking start, like, literally laying in bed. The blanket's still on me, and just like, whoop, laptop, okay? That's pretty much it. Oh, you know what, I should mention that I always have an end goal in mind. I always like have like in the back of my mind just like what I'm working towards. And that's pretty much a management technique. Because when you're focusing on that goal, you kind of have like that dream to work towards, right? So like there's like the short-term and long-term dreams, right? It's like edit this video, right? The short-term goal, so I can work to that long-term goal, like that long-term goal of building up my YouTube channel, right? That's an example. So I finish that short-term goal so I can make that like long-term goal kind of more real. Now, this is the last question. It might sound stupid, but how do you make actual friends? Okay, this is pretty much like the same as the other question. Have depression and social anxiety, have zero social skills. I heard from other pickup artists that if you just pick up all day and you don't have real friends, you're not going to be able to get better. And that's very true. Like I said before, I should show the laptop, yeah. Like I said before, you want to make real friends, you got to empathize with people, be real, make yourself vulnerable, and be genuine. That's pretty much it. I live day to day being myself, okay? Well, I don't care who I'm meeting. Even if I'm meeting like high stats people, I just don't act weird around them. I act myself. I don't care what they think about me. That's how I fucking make friends. I'm just like, this is me, this is who I am, open book. And I'd say the main thing is, I don't lie to hype things up. I don't do anything like that. Like everything I say is like 100% honest truth and facts. Because that's important to me. Even when I'm saying like how being honest is important to me, having strong boundaries, that's also a very attractive trait in meeting people too, right? If you notice people who are successful have lots of friends, they usually have strong personal boundaries and beliefs. And you pretty much want to develop yourself as a person with beliefs and skills, okay? So that's about it. I guess I'll talk to you later. Make sure you subscribe to Let's Get Girls so you don't miss any new content coming out. You can subscribe by clicking here, okay? So click my face to subscribe. Peace.